Microsoft Teams is more than just a meeting app. In this video, I'll walk you through the key features step by step so you can start chatting, meeting, sharing, organizing your work, and collaborating with confidence. Because once you understand how Teams is structured, it stops feeling like a place where messages get lost and starts becoming a central hub for getting work done. The key is knowing where everything belongs, how people connect, and how to move from conversation to action without slowing the whole team down. So let's get started. Welcome to Jotform. On this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with Microsoft Teams. That way you can get started right away. And not to worry, this might be a long video, but there's chapters and timestamps for easy navigation. Okay, so let's get started. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started from start to finish. So this is Microsoft Teams, and you can go ahead and sign up right now. Microsoft Teams does come bundled inside of Microsoft 365. So that's a bigger, broader product, but in this case, we're going to cover Microsoft Teams and how to download it and use it on your desktop. Now, go ahead and sign up right here. You can go ahead and start with a free trial to get started with Microsoft Teams. In this case, I've already added Microsoft Teams right here, and I'm ready to get started and show you the interface. So in this case, this is Microsoft Teams, the web version, and I also have the web app already installed on my Mac. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. It's practically the same, but you have that easiness of using it in your desktop. Okay, so let me show you how to get around Microsoft Teams so you understand how it works. Now, right now, I'm currently located in the chat section. Let me show you the left menu so we get started. The first thing we have over here on the left is the app launcher. So if you want to locate a different part of Microsoft 365, go ahead and select it here. So if you want to jump to Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, or Teams, just go ahead and select it here. So if you're in Outlook, you have a menu also here to jump over to Teams. That way you can locate Teams really easily and start using it right away. Next, we have the activity. We'll have a long list here of activities for messages that we've received, invitations for a team meeting, and all of that will be right here. We have a filter to view unread, mentions, and tag mentions straight from here. So it's really easy and practical to view the activity with these filters. You can also mark all as read. In case you have several of these and you already know what's going on, you can mark them all as read. And you can also set up the notification settings in case you want to get notified for certain type of notifications in the activity. Next, we have the chat option here. We can go ahead and start chatting with our team really easily right here just by starting a message. Yes, we can mention people. We can just start a conversation by saying hello, but we can also format the text to make it even more appealing. We can also use emojis. We can loop components. We also have actions and apps. So if we want to attach files, schedule messages, set delivery options, record a video clip, and connect to other applications, you can do so straight from here. Once you're good to go, send this off. And if you want to contact someone, just go ahead and hit the add key and get agents and bots or share with someone in the contact for the conversation. Now it's super easy and practical. We have our filters to view unread, channels, chats, and meeting chats. We can create a brand new draft from here really easily and practical. We got our favorites. So if you favorite a chat, we can see it here. We got all our chats available here. Teams and channels will be available here. So in this case, we have a general team. If I want to create a brand new channel, I'll show you how to do that in a bit. Now to customize this channel, you have your channel notifications, show in favorites or new sections. We can hide this channel. We can edit the channel. We can manage the channel, copy link, get email address, and view the workflows for this specific channel. So it's super easy and practical. Now over here on the conversation, we got the conversation tab, shared tab to view what's shared with us. We have all the uploads available here. So we have a clear view and organization of all the files available here that have been shared. We have our notes and we have an untitled. So we can create new tabs right here for a new page, an existing page, or an app that we also want to view in this particular section. So it's super easy and practical to view all of this inside of chat. Now, during this section, we can also create a meeting really easily straight from here. That means that we can create a meeting now or schedule a meeting. So if it's going to be now, just go ahead and select meeting and we'll be able to kick off right now. You can see the camera just started. We can allow one visiting the site and we'll get started with the meeting. So just go ahead and name this, turn on the camera. Here we go, or turn it off, set your microphone. You can set the room audio and don't use audio if you don't want to use that. Join the meeting and you'll be good to go to kick off a brand new meeting right now. And if you want to schedule a meeting, you can do so straight from here too by setting up the title, who's going to be attending, and you can set this as optional. You have the date that you're going to set. For example, it's going to be for tomorrow at 11 a.m. and select the date that it's going to end. And for example, in this case, it's 30 minutes, or is it going to be all day? So you can set all of this here. Does not repeat, or you can repeat this daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. We can also schedule a meeting, but I'm going to show you this fully in a bit. All right. So next we have the calendar view. In Microsoft Teams web version, we have the calendar view where we can view everything that's going on. For example, tomorrow we have a meeting. I can go ahead and view the meeting straight from here. I can create a brand new schedule straight from here by double clicking and creating a brand new reminder here. For example, if I have a physical meeting, if I have a call that I need to attend to, if I need to pick up the kids at school, then I have all of this available here on my calendar. So you got your filters to view today, the month. You can set a specific date here and month and year. You can set by work week, date, month, etc. Filters applied. You can set those here. Again, you can create meetings straight from here and create a brand new event straight from here. So you have the option to create an event, a channel meeting, a webinar, a town hall, virtual appointment, and a live event straight from there, right? Then we have calls where we can get started by making calls straight from Microsoft Teams inside of here. For example, set the name here and make the call right away. So for someone in the team, you can call them straight from here. You got your call history to view all missed, incoming, outgoing, voicemails, and so much more by setting up a filter right here. There's also the speed dial. If you have these ready to go, just go ahead and create it and you'll have a speed dial to call someone really easily because it's already set up. So you can add people to speed dial for quick access. You can click on add here, name that person. For example, I'll speed dial this person. Let's go ahead and add it, add all the details, and we'll be able to call them right away straight from here. You also have the option to set don't forward calls, forward to voicemail, and more settings straight from here. And for the audio that you're going to use and microphone, you can set that up right here. Select the device that you have connected to your Mac or your Windows computer. So it's easy and practical to use the call section here. Next, we have the OneDrive. So OneDrive is a self-explainer. It's a virtual drive in the cloud where you can have all your files available here. The neat thing about this is that we have access to it really easily here in Microsoft Teams. That way, we can send those details to someone because we have those files already here. We can neatly store them here in my files, my shared files, my favorites. I can view my recycle bin, browse files by people, meetings, medium, and it's all organized right inside of here. And if I need to upload a new file, just go ahead and click on create or upload file, and you have several available options from a folder, from a file upload on your desktop, from a folder upload, so you can upload the whole folder, which saves you a lot of time, and from all these available options from apps on Microsoft 365. So it's a really robust system that's super practical to use. Plus, you're going to get storage depending on the plan that you are on. Next, we have Copilot. Copilot is their AI system that lets you chat with it right away. That means that just like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, etc., Microsoft 365 has Copilot. The good thing about Copilot inside of Teams is that you can talk to everything inside of your Microsoft 365 account. That means that if you need to ask for a meeting, if you need to create a meeting, if you need to ask for a certain file that was sent at a certain date, you can go ahead and ask them right here. For example, you can turn messy notes into polished content. You can analyze data in seconds. You can summarize meetings and emails, help you write, create content and ideas instantly, plus all the available features that Copilot has to use AI. You have your model selection here for auto, quick response, think deeper, or select GPT if you're going to use one of these. Now, depending on your use case, go ahead and select the model that you need or just set it at auto. So it's up to you. And if you want to create a brand new chat, just go ahead and click here and start chatting with it. So it's super easy and practical. Plus, you can add work content from Microsoft Teams, upload images, attach cloud files, designer, and all agents straight from here. So it's easy and practical to use Copilot inside of this ecosystem. Then we have our admin settings. So this is where we're going to set up most of our features here. I do recommend that you start off here so you set up everything just the way you need it. So we'll have access to changing the home details, the users, the team members, live chats, etc. all straight from here. To view more apps inside of Microsoft 365, and you can add more apps straight from here from the list that they have available. So it's easy and practical. Now, this is for the overall view of Microsoft Teams. Now let me go ahead and show you how to customize your profile by changing the display name, profile picture, and the status all straight from here. To do that, we're going to click on the top right avatar, and we can first change the status from here. That's a really quick option that we have available, which is super important because once you start working with Teams, you need to know if they're available or not. And if you are busy doing something else, or if you have a client that is physically located with you and you're talking with them, you want to set that to busy or do not disturb, so they know and they're not going to call you, or they know that they're going to wait a bit until you are available. So you can set that up right here. If I'm busy, it automatically changes to red, and my team members are going to know that I am busy. All right. Now, to change our details, let's go to view account, and I'm going to change the profile image straight from here. So there's a little pencil button here. Let's go ahead and select it. Currently, it's just using my initials, but I'm going to upload an image of me. So here we go. That is going to be better for me. Let's go ahead and save this. And here we go. The avatar has now been updated. Now, this is super important that you do it, because when you are working with Microsoft Teams and you have tens, hundreds of team members, name and image does help. So they can locate you really easily, especially when you have people that have the same name and there's 3 or 4 with the same name. Then this helps out to filter that out really easily. Now, how to change the name? I'm going to do this on the desktop version for you. Let me go into my admin settings. Let's go into users. I'm going to select my user in this case, and I'm currently located as the admin right here. I'll be able to update my details here. For example, if I need to update my alias, I'll just go ahead and manage it here and change it from here really easily. If I need to change the display name, I can manage my contact information straight from here. So for example, my first name, last name, display name, the job title, and so much more straight from here. So it's super easy and practical to customize all of this right here. So let's go back to the web version. Now, what if I want to use Microsoft Teams on my Mac or Windows? I need to download it, right? So I'm currently located in Teams in the web version. To download the desktop version, go ahead and click on this 3-dotted menu here that says settings and more. Go ahead and select it, and there's an option here that says get the desktop app or get the mobile app. Yes, they do have a mobile version for Android and iOS that you can start using seamlessly between all your devices. So if I need to download the desktop app, just go ahead and select it. It'll prompt you to download it. Once you download, go ahead and go through the process of setting this up, and then you'll have it available right here on your desktop. And I also want to mention that if you want to collect registrations, form submissions, or approvals and want them to trigger notifications or actions in Microsoft Teams, Jotform integrates directly, and I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, now how to create Microsoft Teams and channels right inside of here. Now, I'm currently located on the desktop version now, but yes, you can do this also on the web version. To create a brand new team, we are going to go into our gear icon here with the admin settings. To create a team, I'm going to go into team, and there's a team already created here, but I can create a brand new team, which is a brand new channel where I can add new users to this. So for example, let's create a brand new team, and this is going to be the work team. And I'm just going to say working team in the description. Okay, let's hit next. Who are the owners? In this case, I'm going to set me as one of the owners. The other one is going to be another email. In this case, it's going to be me. Let's hit next. Who are going to be the members? It's going to be me, and I can add more members right here. But in this case, it's just me for this purpose. And the team email address, it's going team at my designated email from Microsoft. Okay. Who is this going to be for? Public. Here we go. Let's hit next. And then we have the review and finish adding teams. For example, if I need to edit something here, here's a quick view of everything that I've just set up. If I'm good to go, let's go ahead and create this brand new team here, which is a brand new channel, and I can add more team members inside of here. How am I going to add team members into the specific teams? So let's go ahead and click on this section here to manage members, and I'll be able to add a brand new member straight from here. Just go ahead and search for that member here. If you have it available, it will appear. In this case, I don't have team members in this account, but if I did, I can view them here and I can select it. So it's easy and practical to create the teams right here and add team members to these teams. So it's super easy. Now let's get started with chat and messaging essentials. So in this case, I'm going to show you the difference between a channel post and a direct chat. Plus, I'm going to show you how to reply in a thread, use mentions, share a file in chat, and show file sharing within a chat. So first off, what's the difference between a chat and a channel? Be aware that if I send the message in this channel, for example, which is a SaaS Master General, everyone in that team will get the message. So they have access to this. So that's like a broad message for everyone. But if I want to send a direct message to someone by mentioning them, I will need to create a brand new chat where I can kick off a brand new message, name who I'm going to send this message to. So in this case, I'm going to send it to the admin. Here we go. This is a chat message, and I'm going to say hello. So this is a specific chat message for someone. It's not the whole team or a group of team members. So that's the difference between the channel post and a direct chat. So it would be considered a post in the channel and a chat when it's a dedicated chat. Now, how to reply in a thread? Just go ahead and go to the type in message and you can say whatever you need to. Hello. And you have several available options by formatting options, so you can make this a bit more appealing. You can add emojis. You have the option to loop paragraph and add actions. So if you need to add files, set delivery options, or record a video, that is possible right here. So let's go ahead and remove this. Here we go. Now, how about a mention? Just go ahead and select add, and you can share with someone's contact information here. Just go ahead and type in here the name of that person or the email, and it'll be used as a mention and they will be mentioned. So it's easy and practical. Now, to share a file in the chat, let's click on this plus button. Let's attach a file. We can attach from a cloud file in our cloud account, or we can upload a file from our device. For example, if I want to upload this image, here we go, and I want to send it off, it's just easy and practical to do so in this case. So sharing a file in the chat is super easy. Now, to view the file sharing within the chat, I can go to the share tab here, and I'll be able to view everything that's going on. So it's practical and easy to send a file here in the chat. I can also do an emotion here by setting one of these icons, or I can edit this, or I have more options to delete, copy the link to the specific message that was just sent. And it's super practical to have all these available tools in the chat option. Now let me show you how to create a group in Microsoft Teams and when it's a good idea to create a full team instead of a group chat. All right, so I'm currently located in the chat section. To create a group, it's super easy. Just go ahead and create a brand new message here. And once you're here, you'll be able to add several users to this. Now, if I click on this drop down menu, it'll let me change the group name. For example, I can say that this will be group 1 and then add the users to this specific group. Now, the idea of the group is to chat with a specific small amount of people for a certain reason. Maybe is this group will be temporary and it's not where you chat with the whole team. So it's up to you if you want to create the group chat. Now, it's super easy to create this and remove the members from this group by just going into this section here and opening in a new window and going into the settings. Now, when is the group chat not enough when you want to create a full team? That is a super easy question to respond, because if you are a big team and you just added 5 people to this group because you needed to talk about a specific thing and it's not something that everyone has to know about, then group chat is the way to go. But if you need to create a brand new team because you need everyone to be aware, then it's a better option to create a brand new team by creating a team right here. Just go ahead and name your team and add the people to that specific team. That way it's a more broader use. And that's when you'll want to use a full team and not a group chat. Now let me show you how to create a meeting link inside of Microsoft Teams. I'm currently located in the chat section and I can create it from here and from my calendar. Let me go and show you right now how to do it from the chat section. So I can go ahead and start a meeting right now by setting up my meeting name, turning on the camera, setting up my microphone and speakers, and join right now. So it's super easy and practical. I also have the option to schedule a meeting. This one is a more robust system where I can create the meeting. Now in this case, it's going to be scheduled and I have more available options to fine tune right away before I actually jump into the meeting. So right now, first off, we got the meeting name and it's going to be meeting for marketing team. Here we go. I can add my required attendees from here and that's going to be optional. I can set the date. For example, I'm going to set it for tomorrow at 12 p.m. and it's going to last only 30 minutes. Or it can last the whole day. It's up to you if you want to turn that on or off. Does this meeting repeat? I can go ahead and repeat it automatically. For example, if I know it's a scheduled thing that has to be every week, every month, yearly, custom, I have the options available right here. So I'm going to set this to weekly. Here we go. And I can set what days of the week and when, and I can go ahead and save it. So it's super easy and practical. Then I have the selection for my team. In this case, it's set to general, but I can set it for my work team or for my SaaS Master General. So I can set it straight from here and I can send a personal invites to these people. I can add a location in case this needs to be added and the description of this specific meeting. So I'm just going to say description for this case. And I can add an agenda for this to make the meeting even more organized. That way we know what we're going to talk about and at what point and in which order. So it's super easy and practical to do that. Now, who can bypass the lobby? People in my organization, everyone, or set these other options. Record and transcribe automatically. This is a great option because you have the option to have these details afterwards. So I would recommend turning this on and selecting the language of that specific meeting. Once we're good to go, I can go ahead and send this off, and that's going to be added now into my schedule. That's a way to schedule a meeting. Now over here in the calendar, I'll be able to view this meeting right now. So I have 2 meetings for tomorrow at different hours. The one that I've just created is this one. I can join the meeting. I can go ahead and copy the link so I can share this with team members that didn't get the message, or if I need to send it over via WhatsApp. So it's practical for them to view that meeting in case they didn't get the message, all right? So it's practical in that case. And I can make modifications straight from here real easily by jumping into the edit option. And I can kick off a chat for that specific meeting. That way we're gonna talk about things that need to be covered in that meeting. Now, it's not just about covering meetings. We can also create events, channel meetings, webinars, town hall, virtual appointments, and live events straight from here. So it's really practical to do all of that. Now let me go ahead and jump into one of these meetings so you can see what you'll be able to view when you are inside. Let's go ahead and join this meeting. Here we go. I'm now connecting, and we have several available options inside of this meeting. First off, we got the people who are going to be attending these meetings. And in this case, since I've selected that specific team, these teams are already available for this. So I can request them to join right here, and it's going to send them a request and they'll be able to join this meeting. So I got my chat, I got my people, I can raise my arm to speak, I can react, view, control, notes, room, apps, and so much more straight from here. And I can also mute if I need to. For example, if I don't want it to record audio because I got a call in that time that I'm in the meeting, but I don't want them to hear that, I can mute straight from here. Now let's go ahead and leave this meeting because it's now over. Now let me go ahead and show you Jotform plus Microsoft Teams integration and how to use it right away. That way you can take full advantage of your Jotform account and Microsoft Teams. So let's head on over to our Jotform workspace. In this case, I'm going to create a brand new form for this purpose. So let's go into form, and I'm going to use a template for this, and I'm going to use something that has a schedule. In this case, let's go ahead and search for a booking template. Here we go. I'm going to use this online booking form, and we have the form builder right here. Now let's just say that the form's already ready. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and jump into settings, integrations, and we're going to search for Microsoft Teams. So let's go ahead and search for Microsoft. It's right here. Let's go ahead and select it. And there's 4 available options to integrate with and take full advantage of Microsoft Teams and Jotform. You can send a message to a standard channel when a submission is made. We can send a message to a private channel, or we can send a chat message. But we can also create a meeting straight from a form submission, which can be really practical. So you can use your form to create that meeting, and you don't have to jump into Microsoft Teams to actually schedule it from there. So let's go ahead and do that integration right now. Let's go ahead and integrate right now. Let me go ahead and show you how to do this. Let's go ahead and select the account that we want to use for this purpose. Be aware that you have to be on a Microsoft Teams account that's a business account. This will not work for the personal account, so do consider that, all right? So let's get started. The form title is gonna be the meeting title for this case. So I'm gonna say the form title and meeting. So it's gonna have that in the title. Add required attendees. So in this case, from the email that we're going to receive from the form submission, and then we can match the fields. The start time will be set with the desired date, and the duration will be set manually to 30 minutes. So I know that that's going to be the duration, right? Then add form fields to message. So if we need details about this, for example, the additional message should be there, and the phone number, just to keep things organized. Then we have the option to send a submission PDF to Microsoft Teams. Yes, let's go ahead and do so right now. And if there's an upload field, we'll have that option to upload to Microsoft Teams too. Let's go ahead and save this right now and test it out. So let's fill out this form with a demo data. So let's go ahead and fill this out. Here we go. And we're going to set it for today. And let's go ahead and submit this right now. And that's going to be added to our Teams account. And here we go. That meeting has now been added, and we got an email notification that that meeting has been created for today at this time. And I can also view this in my calendar. So in my calendar, let's scroll a bit down here, and it's right here. Online booking form meeting with the additional details with the lorem ipsum details that we've added as the demo data. So it's super easy and practical to integrate Jotform with Microsoft Teams to take full advantage of this. So as I mentioned, you can send a message to a standard channel, a private channel, or a chat message. So you can map the fields really easily and get started to send those details over there. So it's a practical use case for internal requests, customer intake, registration, job applications, approvals, and interview scheduling. So you have several available options to use Microsoft Teams in combination with a Jotform. Now let me show you how to join a meeting in Microsoft Teams. First, let me show you how to join a meeting from the Calendar tab. I'm currently located in the Calendar tab and I have a few meetings available here. To join a meeting, just go ahead and select it and you have the option to join right here. Just go ahead and click on it and this will open up the meeting settings where I can turn on my camera, set my microphone and my speaker, and I'll be able to join the meeting right away straight from here. So here we go. I am now inside the meeting and I can chat, I can talk to people, I can view the people, I can raise my hand and do much more with this option. So it's easy and practical to join a meeting from the calendar. Now, how about joining from a meeting link? So let's just say that someone shared with me the meeting link. Let's go ahead and grab that link right here. Let's go ahead and copy the join the link. I'm going to add this to my browser and this will take me straight to joining that meeting. So let's get started. Let's continue on the browser or I can join on the meeting app. In this case, since I have the app, it prompted me to join on the app. So let's go ahead and join right now. And again, I'm inside the meeting using the link. So it's super easy and practical to join the meetings either with the calendar or with the meeting link. Now let me show you a quick walkthrough of the pre-join screen so you understand how to set this up. So on the pre-join screen, I have the option to set up my camera, and if I have several cameras set up, I'll be able to select them right here. I can also add an effect or an avatar straight from here. For example, if I want to add a background, it'll use my green screen and now I have a background that is animated, and I can download more backgrounds if I want. If I want to turn this off, super easy. If I need to set up my microphone, go ahead and select it straight from here. If you have several available microphones, just go ahead and select it. If you want to set the speaker, if you have several speakers, select the one that you want to use. You can set the room audio and you can set the don't use audio and join the meeting. So it's super easy and practical for this. Now, as you can see, there's two types of ways that you can join the meeting. One is in the browser and two is in the desktop. It's practically the same, but you have more control over the desktop app because you have it right there. Plus, you can continue other work without having to jump between tabs. Now, let me show you how to change your background in Microsoft Teams. So if you want to do that, let's go ahead and jump into our pre-join section here and let's turn on the camera. To change the background, we can go into effects and avatars. I can, for example, I can just blur what's behind me. I can use none just to display what I have in the background, or I can change it to different screens right here. So I can do this even during the meeting. So for example, let's go ahead and join this. Here we go. We have that full view here. So I can change the style before or during the meeting. For example, I'll go into my camera. I can turn off the camera. I can turn it back on. I'll click on this option and then have the option to change the background straight from here. So if I don't like the background that I had before, I can do it during right here. And for example, I can change all these virtual backgrounds really easily. So if I want to blur, just go ahead and blur. So it's easy and practical to change your background in Microsoft Teams. Now let me show you how to record a meeting in Microsoft Teams. Now I'm currently located in a meeting and it's not being recorded, but I want to start recording it. So to do that, I'll click on the more option here. I'm going to hover over record and transcribe and I have the option to start recording right away. Go ahead and select the language that you want to record in and the more options available here for choosing what to record, video and audio or just the audio, and confirm. All the users are going to get a notification that this is being recorded and transcribed. So not to worry about that. You're going to be clear and transparent in that case. Now to stop the recording, again, let's go into this option. Let's go to stop recording and we just stopped recording. In case someone requests that you stop recording and you don't have to start over a new meeting, just go ahead and stop it from here. Now let me show you how to share the screen in Microsoft Teams. So if you want to share your full desktop, a specific window, a specific app, PowerPoint, that is possible right here. So let's get started. I'm currently located in a meeting right now and I have to go to the share option here and there's several available options. I can include the sound from what I'm sharing. So if I'm displaying a video from my desktop, that will be included in the sound right here. The presenting mode, so I have the available to stand out, content only, side by side, reporter, or add a background. For the window, I can select right here. Let's go ahead and allow this. I can select the window. I have my Microsoft whiteboard that I can share straight from here. You can see it now turned on the whiteboard and I can start using it from here. So it's easy and practical to have that shared during the meeting. Now, How about a PowerPoint Live? That is possible too. There's also the option to share something from the OneDrive. So if I have a PowerPoint there, if I have other files, just go ahead and share it from here, which is super easy and practical. Now to stop sharing, there's an option here on the left that says stop sharing, and that will turn it back to the original meeting. So it's easy and practical. Now let me show you how to do a breakout room in Microsoft Teams. Now I'm located in the meeting right now. I'm going to click on this option that says rooms. Go ahead and select it. Choose the number of rooms you want to create. In this case, 2 by default, but I can create more. Automatically assign to people in each room, manually assign people to the room, or let people choose their rooms. So you let them break out and select how they want to be assigned. So in this case, I just want to do an automatic assign. I don't have participants, but I can assign them right here. So I got room 1 and I got room 2 where I can create this breakout rooms. It's easy and practical. Now, as I mentioned, you can do this automatic where it's going to automatically separate the users who are live into this meeting, or manual assignment where I can assign who goes to what room, depending what that room is going to be about. Then have the options available here to assign presenters to manage the room, set a time limit so it's not forever and eternal, automatically move people to rooms, let people choose their own rooms, or let people return to the main meeting. And I can enable these so they have the options available here. So it's easy and practical. So creating the breakout rooms is super easy. Now let me show you Microsoft Teams settings for the essential settings that you want to set up. Let's click on the top menu over here. Let's go to main settings in our app right here. And first off, we got the general settings that we can set right here. So for example, for our system to auto start Teams, open applications in the background, opening content in team windows, start chats, and so much more. But crucial ones, for example, you want to set up your language and regional formats in case you don't want the default one. Go ahead and turn this off and select the language that you want to use. Set your time zone, your translations, the editors, and so much more. Now for the appearance, we have the option to change the theme straight from here. So if you want to change the look and style of your theme, you can do it straight from here. Chat and channels, so you have all the available settings here. You got your notifications and activity, so you can set up what you want notifications for and what you don't want notifications. So you can turn these off in case you don't want to get notified for certain things. And you also have the option to display, show notifications during calls and meetings. So if you don't want to get disturbed, you can turn that off and set the rest of the settings right here for your notifications and activity. Then we have our audio options. So go to devices and we can set the default devices straight from here. So if you don't want to select every single time a different microphone, a different speaker, because you don't want to use the default one, you can change it here to be that default, the one you actually want to use. Option for noise suppression, the video settings, all from here. You can set your background effects. For example, if I want to turn on the green screen option, I can do so straight from here. Set the color for the green screen, in this case, this green, and it automatically does it for me. So several available background options available here. So there's several settings that you want to take care of before you actually get started with Microsoft Teams. So as you can see, it's a guide to help you get started with Microsoft Teams. And as you can see, this guide will help you get started right away so you can get work done and not waste time trying to learn how to use Microsoft Teams. And don't forget that there's a timestamp and chapters in the video. Jump straight to the part where you need more help with. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And let me know here in the comments what you think about Microsoft Teams and what you would like to see in the future. And that's a wrap.